morning, Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. It is Friday morning. I've taken the last 3 days off. Everything's been sitting here stone cold. Hopefully we don't have any issues today. I did take the time before putting it away to flush everything. 12 volts were flushed correctly through the entire hose reel, everything. We did flush the downstream injector. So hopefully we don't have any issues once we get started up and running. Transferring bleach, shock up into the rig right now, and we'll be ready to go. Today we are announcing our t-shirt recipients, and what I'm going to ask is that you watch the video. Each house wash today, or each project today, I will be announcing one, and that's going to conclude the giveaway. I think I have 5 or 6 on the list, which were randomly selected by my daughter. So we'll see who the winners are momentarily. The requirement of the winner, I'm going to call you out by your handle on YouTube, since I do not know you people personally yet. And I'm going to ask that you call me at that number right there. And we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to get some information from you via telephone. There's no scam going on with any of the other nonsense that happens. All right, this is going to be getting discontinued. This isn't working out for me. I'm not using soap anymore. I'm only drawing straight SH. I'm going to be bypassing this whole thing, hopefully over the weekend. We're going to reroute this correctly. I'm going to be drawing just only SH with no surfactant in my SH, because that's how I've been washing mostly everything this year without incident. So anyway, I'm going to continue what I'm doing here, and we'll catch you guys in a few. All right, I'm out here set up on the first project of the day in beautiful Thompson, Connecticut. We're doing only a roof wash here. This has got some weird golden algae up there. I'm going to show you the growth that's on there up close. Obviously there's pine needles and whatnot on it. This is only wet and forget. We're not rinsing or blowing or doing anything here prior to laying chemical up. The interesting thing on this house is that I am bagging gutters. I do this very, very rarely out here in the country. But this one is going to dump right there, and I'm not going to like it. And then the other one over here, he has a rain barrel set up to catch rainwater, which I'm glad I noticed and bypassed. There's a way to open this thing up right here and take the little diverter out, okay? So now whatever gets in here is going to go straight through. And I may take the time, there's a hose right there, to thoroughly rinse this lower half so we don't get any kind of SH into this barrel. And we got a bag there. So I'm going to shoot carefully here today. I'm going to do this. I could easily put the ladder in the middle of the roof here and do this entire roof from one shot, but I'm going to take 2 shots so I can be a little more careful, hopefully use a little less H, get a little less SH, get a little less runoff. We do have a pretty good steep pitch here. So here we go. Okay, our first t-shirt goes to Carter Services. Okay, Carter Services. You want to give me a call at the number you see on the back of the truck there, okay? Anytime today, tomorrow, next week, whatever's going to be good for you, give me a ring and we'll get you information. Carter Services. All right, this is the stuff I'm talking about. See these little spores right here with the little red hats on them? That stuff's odd. We don't get a lot of that in the area, but this stuff really hangs on. Doesn't come off very easily. So we're shooting 6% here today. Take care of all of this real quick. And here we go. All right, we're definitely gonna have a little runoff. I got my soap turned all the way up. We're using an eliminator here with a 5.3 gallon per minute Remco pump. A lot of guys will comment, oh, you need this, you need that. 7 gallons per minute, 10 gallons per minute, AR-45 on the roof. For me, my perspective currently, which as you know is up for debate and change, is that, you know, too much is too much. I downgraded from the Fat Boy to the 5.3 because the Fat Boy 7 was putting up too much volume for me. Okay, I don't want quite that much volume. It doesn't really save me much time. You know, if you're talking about a minute or 2 on the roof, I'd rather move a little bit slower, maybe have a little bit less runoff, with a slightly smaller pump. So I certainly don't want to be using any kind of 8 or 10 gallon AR45 for roof washing personally. All right, we're gonna give that a break for a minute, let it halt. You can see I'm getting a little bit of dripping in here already. The gutters are not that clean, which will help me a little bit. We're not gutter cleaning on this particular job. This one was minimum as far as pricing goes. So, you know, with washing, you do get what you pay for, okay? We can lower our price to accommodate your needs, but you don't get the full package necessarily. You know, usually I like to clear the debris off the roof first, do gutter cleaning, etc. when I'm doing roof washing, just because it produces a better result. But if you want the lower price, you get the slightly lower service. Just like going to the car wash. You can get the basic wash or the ultimate. You choose. All right, so this has been hanging out for a few. I can still hear a little bit of tink, tink, tinking in the gutter. So I'm gonna hang out for another 5 minutes or so and let this continue to drip. I did go up and unclog each spout so we have some decent flow. The idea is gonna be that I disconnect that bag, gently pick it up and set it into this bucket so I don't tear anything. And then carefully I'm gonna bring it over to the woods line, get out there in the woods and dump it out. I got the same idea happening on this side. Again, I'm gonna hang out for another 5 minutes or so and let this drip a little bit more. I got about the same amount in this bag. I'd say I got a solid 10 or 12 gallons of runoff that I've caught. So that's good, because that definitely would have bled out and killed all this lawn right here, without a doubt. We don't have a lot of this in my area. As you guys can see, I usually get away with not catching anything. But we've got a nice result on that roof. Everything is very dead. I just sent clients to the picture, and he's just sent pictures to the client, and he's very happy with the result. So we're good. Just gonna hang out. All right, we get that slightest little drip right there. This area is not gonna matter. Shouldn't be too much more actually come out of there. This wound up being about a half a bucket full of water, or SH, roof wash. So I'd say that's maybe 2.5 gallons. We'll see what we get out of the other one. All right, we got quite a bit more on the second one. I'd say maybe that's 4 gallons. So roughly 6 gallons of runoff total. And I think I used about 12 to 15 gallons of roof wash, if I'm estimating what I can see has drained out of my SH tank, and that I was shooting 50-50. So I think roughly 15 gallons up there. And I've got 6 or 7 gallons of runoff. Okay, we're all set up and running on the next project. We've got this outbuilding over here behind the boat to wash. Should be a piece of cake, painted wood, clapboard siding. Board and batten siding. That's what the little bead that goes down. That's not shiplap, that's barn board, so it would have a gap between it. And then they put the little strip down to hold that, or keep the bugs out. And we've got this little patio to take care of. So I'm already pulled over here. Everything's ready to go. I got my Suttner gun with the ball valve, because we're gonna first fan rinse all this debris off of here, get a little soap on it. Then we're gonna switch over to the surface cleaner. And then we're gonna take that off, obviously, and go over there and wash that barn. So our next winner is Big Rob. Big Rob. Buddy, you need to call me at this number. Anytime today, tomorrow, this weekend, next week, whatever you want to do. And here we go, Big Rob, Big Rob. So we're just giving this patio a quick rinse, get some of this larger debris off of it, get some soap on here. Hopefully it'll help a little bit, let it dwell for a minute or two. We've got some good drainage. I can push everything right to the edge of the property. I'll be not moving this. As you can see, it is bolted down, so we'll do the best we can to work around it. All this staining's gonna come right off. I could probably have gotten away with doing something a little different here, but we're gonna use the surface cleaner. It'll be quick and fun. This stuff is coming right off, man. I could probably have X-jetted this whole thing real fast. But we're all set up now, so it won't save me even a minute doing anything different. That's our end result, nice and clean. All right, we're out here on the backside now of our board and batten barn, and we've got a light black mildew on everything here on this stained wood. House wash works perfectly. You get a nice dramatic change real easy. I always like to look for the overspray or the drool to show you the transition that we've had. And then I'm going to go back the other way real quick, so we get both sides of the batten. All right, we're set up on the next project of the day. We got a little mobile home. I've been here before. A couple outbuildings out back. Hoses are already pulled all the way around. And our next winner is Ryan Duran. Still crushing it, Ryan Duran. Call the number. You know the routine. Let's go. This house is very clean. It's a very nice park. All nice houses in here. People care about what they're doing. Nice landscaping. There's an HOA. Not allowed to put out signs. So this house is needing very little. Vinyl sided mobile home, not aluminum. Although we do have some aluminum trim. But again, we're in the sun, so I don't really want this to dry. We got that heat wave. We got that heat wave coming our way. It's supposed to be 93 degrees, something like that tomorrow. So we won't be washing. Why won't you be washing, you may ask? Well, it's been in the high 50s and 60 degrees here. In fact, last night at my house, we had to turn on the heat. And then by the end of the day today, we're gonna be turning on the AC. And that 30-degree swing, man, I'm just not acclimated for that. The air quality is going to be terrible, and it's just going to kill me. So we're taking the weekend off. We're trying to take more weekends off, in fact. I'd like to take every single Saturday and Sunday off if I can group enough work together during the week. Had a couple guys say to me over the last few days, "Oh, why are you trying to do 5, 6 a day? Why don't you just do 2 or 3 a day?" Oh, the more you do in a day, the more days you get off. So, I mean, ideally, I'd like to take 3 days off a week. Stack up 4 days instead of working 5. Especially as the summer goes on, we're going to start even earlier in the morning. I'd rather take real long days, work 10, 12 hours a day, a few days less per week. All right, we're all set up on the next project. We've got this hardy board siding that needs to be painted. It's pretty dirty, pretty good sized house. You can't see all of it here. It's a bit of a farm. They got some cows over here, some ducks, some barking dogs, and some chickens. Robert Fling, please call the number. Robert Fling. Hey, bud. What are you doing? Hi. Hi, bud. All right, we got some very dirty hardy board back here. And I have the 1.8 injector in there right now. So I'm pulling like 7 or 8 to 1. And I'm getting a near instant reaction on this, which is just what I want. I don't want to be here all day. I'm trying to avoid soaping this thing twice for several reasons. Time is a big factor for me, but also water. I'm out in the country again on a well, and this house is much bigger than it looks. It's got another whole side to it that's pretty extensive with a porch and whatnot. I got to go up on the roof and auger some areas out. Thankfully, I've got a full tank of water here right now, but in an effort to move a little quicker, we're gonna run hot. All right, this 1.8 injector is working fantastic. You can see I got rot here, so no pressure. But we want to kill this green. Look how thick that is. Again, on wood siding, so no pressure. I may have said this was hardy board earlier. I don't know if it is or not, to be honest. Might be just clapboard wood. Same process for me either way. I'm going to show you the front of the house in just a minute. All right, we're up on the roof. And I got this eave up here, which you're not getting this from the ground with a tree or even the ladder very well, because there's a lot of moss packed in here. So we're gonna irrigate that real quick. And with the M5. The house is being painted, that's why we're here. Before you get too excited about the paint coming off. Thankfully there's no rot in there, but if we don't get rid of that, there will be. You see the rainbow? Right, Friday afternoon over here at 4G's, getting myself a sandwich, roast beef today, and I'm gonna need Garrett Sparkman to give me a call, please. Garrett Sparkman, give me a ring, buddy. All right, we're all set up on the next project, connected to the water, hoses pulled where they need to be. We're only washing 3 sides. We got the far end, the front, and this end by the patio, and that's gonna be it for the day. We got one more winner, and that's Tim D 18, and that's TYMD 18. Call the number, Tim. It's dirty. Don't be fooled. I'm running the 1.8 on this one too. So this is some of the worst area on this house. And again, I'm not sure what this is. This is like MDF or something. It's some kind of man-made wood product. It feels like cardboard to me. It is painted and is cleaning up very nice. But it is what it is. All right, that concludes today's washing. This was a very dirty area. Came out beautiful. I'm taking the weekend off. I'll be doing a little bit of maintenance on the truck, so we might get a little video on Saturday. Otherwise, you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you all again soon.